Okay, so this is part one on restoring 79 Sears GT18 and a 79 Roper 16T. So that frame over there, which doesn't really matter what frame goes with what because they're both the same thing, but that frame there, you can see it's been here for a while because it is very dusty. So, and then this one here I painted just a couple weeks ago. That one was there about a month at least. I've got the transmissions painted this time before putting them in the tractor, so that's cool for a change. I got a phone strapped to a tripod, so then that way you can see a time lapse of me putting it together. And here I've got hood for the Roper, the nose for the GT18, which has been done for a long time. Get this light turned on. We got the Roper floorboards right there. The fenders for the Roper, the nose cone, the silver lower grille and other stuff, I guess the floorboards and the other fender, and which these here, I don't think I painted the bottom yet, so no, them are yellow, so I definitely haven't done them yet, so I'm gonna have to paint them before they actually go on the tractor, paint the bottom, but that's not too big of a deal, so I'll probably end up doing the GT18 first, which these fenders are off the same machine, so the inside's yellow yet, but... So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this frame put together, so you will see the time lapse of this frame getting put together on that forklift right there. Okay, so I got the one you just saw me working on. Fenders and floorboards put on it. I got it set on this pallet because I'm working on the other one now. I don't have this floorboard on there all the way because I want to get the clutch pedal in there, and it does, on a lot of these, it gets stuck right about here. So if I have this side loose, I can wiggle it around and get it through there easier. Otherwise, I need to get the rims painted for this. Get front spindles and stuff painted and basically put tires on it. And then I got the other one up here, which here is a quick video on what this was before it got tore down and painted. So this is what it started out as. It's a 1976 SS16. So I'm working on getting the steering wheel pulled right now, and then get the rest of it tore apart. So I'm going to get this tore apart and come back. So you just saw a little bit of a story on that, so that explains why there's yellow right here. So this will be the Roper 16T, and it was of course the 76 SS16, and that was of course the original GT18. So out of the two, this one here is not quite right, which is why I cut out the side plate to match the what a Roper like 16T would be, but you can see the frame on the inside, the rear portion of the frame, and the side like cutout for the oil filter isn't exactly the same like this one, which this one here, that's more like the way it should be. And then you see how the inside is. It's kind of comes back a little bit different. It's kind of odd. And the whole steering gear is shaped slightly different, which is really weird. So I think they started shaping this part here different, like 77 or 78, I guess. But I'm going to get this one here looking sort of like that one, and I'll come back and I'll show you what this looks like. I'm not going to do a video on putting this together because I just did it on that one. Okay, so I got it put together so it looks just like the GT18. So they're both sitting here next to each other. I also got the nose cones put on the hoods. I didn't even paint the front of this one yet, so that'll be one of the next things I do is I'll paint that. I got to make the inserts that go in here because these are solid metal. They're not holy like these are. But that's not too big of a deal. I actually have a pile of cardboard templates right here of miscellaneous parts. There's even a trace out of a rear frame right there. I think this is a side frame for a for one of these. There's all kinds of stuff I got right here, so I didn't actually have to look very far. I didn't even know they were right there. I just noticed that now, actually. That's kind of funny, but got the hoods there, and something you might be thinking is, wow, this video's just about over and he's never said anything about engines. Well, definitely not putting Predators in these, if you're wondering that. I am putting V-twins in them. So the 16T Roper, which is actually an SS16, but whatever, is going to get a Vanguard 16 horse, which is how I came up with the whole Roper 16T 16 horse, so it kind of makes sense. And then the GT18, which is an original GT18, it just happens to be that I also have a 18 horse Vanguard. This one I know for sure runs because I had it running and it ran fairly decent. The 16 horse, I have no idea anything about it other than it has compression on both cylinders, and that's about it. I don't even think I ever checked the oil in it. I just I'm going with the plan of I hope it actually works. And the oil is very, very clean. This stupid camera would focus. Well, you can see there, it's very, very clean and shiny, so it's like somebody changed the oil and just never ran it or something, but that's pretty cool. And then this other one here, it seemed like it was pretty clean also, so that's kind of neat. Oh, this one is definitely not clean. That's filthy, so that'll have to get changed for sure. I'll probably change the oil on both of them just in case, because it could have water or gas or something like that in it and end up blowing up like I've had happen before. So I'll just change it just to be safe. The 16 horse I really like because it has a muffler on it already that would probably fit under the hood fairly decent. And then this one here has this manifold that, well, of course, the dash area would be about right here, which that is not going to work. So I'll have to make a muffler like this fit. I have one of these mufflers. I just don't know about these pipes, which somebody welded this together, as you see. Oh my, they welded both sides. Well, maybe I can do something like that. Maybe I can take the pipe, cut this off, and I have one of these mufflers off of like an MTD mower that I could just splice that into and maybe make the same type of deal. But that'll probably be in the next video. That's probably going to be it for this video because it's getting long enough and I'm at a good point to stop with this. So next time you'll see, basically, I'll have the tires or the rims painted. I'm not going to paint the tires because, you know, some people do. I'm going to get the rims painted and hopefully get them ready to put on if they're not on. Figure out where the front axle parts are because they're both missing parts. This one here, I don't even know where the whole front axle is. I got to find that. Get them engines cleaned up, ready to put in, mount the engines, get them running would be cool. But yeah, there'll be more videos on these coming very soon.